Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to be joined with Kyle Neilson, as he's got a show on the 27th of January at your call, and yes, so we'll just break down the show. So yeah, good to get you on.
Thanks for having me back on again, mate. Good to catch up with you. How's things?
Good mate. What about you?
Very well, thank you. Looking forward to the first fight week of 2024. A busy year for us again.
hmm And who should we start off with? Should we start off with Alfie Gaskin? He's returning, and he's got Gennady. Can't pronounce his surname because we'll be here all day otherwise. But Gennady, who's had over 65 fights. No, 64. Sorry.
That's it. Yeah. So with Alfie, we all know it's getting him back on the right track. Alfie, the fourth fight. He stepped up to take on an undefeated boxer in just his fourth fight. Unfortunately, it didn't go his way, but he's learned a lot from there. He's regrouped. I believe he's moved gyms. So we're ready to push with him again. We're just going to get this comeback out of the way. And I think Warren Boxing Management have got a big 2024 plan for him.
hmm If everything goes plan, would you look for the S.A. Smith rematch or?
That's down to WBM and what they want to do with him. To be honest, I don't know if there's much clout in getting that rematch back on and what it's going to bring to the table, sort of thing.
Mm. Yeah. And then you've got Mohammed Samara. Is that how you say his name?
Mohamed Samir, yeah. So
Smith against Berman Sanchez.
that's it. So Mohamed Sami, as we call him, he's just joint management with us and X-Line management. It's our first fight together. He'd been out the ring for a little bit. September 2022, he had 3 or 4 shows pulled on him last year. So again, he's another one. He's just going to shake off the ring rust on Saturday night. And then we got a big 2024 plan for him.
I think I saw him fight on a Matchroom show once, was it?
That was his last fight, mate. Yeah. Yeah. I think Dale Arrowsmith, I think it was, up in
Pete
Nottingham.
Gallup had the Maxi Hughes card, I think.
Yes, I believe so, mate. And yeah, since then he's had 4 shows pull on him. So we got him back now. Yeah, we want to keep him busy this year.
And he's got a very tough opponent in Berman Sanchez.
Yeah, mate. He's he'll stand there and it caused him some issues on the night, but Sammy on his game would be good.
That's over 4 rounds.
Yes, yeah, four rounders, first one back, and then maybe out again in March in a 6.
And you've also got Lauren Payne, who's 4-0. She's fighting 6 rounds in the flyweight division against Claudia Florenzi, who she fought last time.
Yeah, they wanted a rematch in that fight. So that's what's happening. Another 6 rounder for her. They rate her. She's class little boxer, managed by John Edwards, trained by John Edwards. I think John wants to push her on this year, so it would be interesting to see where she goes.
So do they think they'll get the stoppage this weekend?
Who knows, mate? I don't what their game plan is. I'm not sure. Just spoke to John Edwards, and he's really going to push her. If it's there, mate, I'm sure she's going to take it.
Do you feel like she'll be another one looking like on the road for belts this year?
I think she has to be really as a female. She's 4-0 now, just going into her 5th fight. A lot of females at 5-0 are looking at titles, so I think she has to really.
You've also got Numan Hassan, who's 4-0, 6 rounds. No, 6 rounds in the lightweight division. Numan Hassan, who's 4-0 against Carl Sampson, 6 wins, 28 defeats with 1 draw. But he always goes on the road. But he's recently had some upset wins.
Yeah, Carl, you'll be surprised how many guys don't want to fight Carl Sampson. So credit to Newman for taking this fight. Newman made his debut for us in 2022, and he's gone off and done a few other fights in between. So tough first fight back for him, but I know Warren Boxing Management, again, they're really going to look to push him this year.
And that's 6 rounds.
Yes, mate, yeah.
Is that Newman's first 6 rounder?
Is his first 6 rounder, mate, yeah. So I think it's just a sign of where Warren Boxing Management want to take him this year.
And it's a good step up in opponent in Carl Sampson.
Yeah, mate. You got to be on your game fighting Carl, because if he sees that opportunity, that there could be an upset on the cards.
You've also got Daniel Khan against Jules Phillips.
Yeah, so Dan Khan, yes, his first fight with us on one of our Fight Town shows. So I believe he made his comeback fight end of last year. He'd been out the ring for a little while. But again, he going 11-0, going into this fight, looking to go 12-0. You have to look at titles next for him.
Hmm. And Jules, of course, I think he boxed he's boxed on your show when McCord fought Boyd.
Yeah, at the Royal Lancaster Hotel. Yeah, I think that was Jules's comeback fight actually, because he was another one that had been out the ring for a little bit. It was meant to fight in November. Unfortunately, due to medical issues, the fight never happened. So yeah, it's good to have him back on. Keep him busy.
Hmm. You've also got Baz returning against Baz Hudor Kamari after Baz's absolute war on the Matchroom show against George Liddard.
Yes, mate. Look, we like Bass. He's looked after by Oliver Hickey, managed by him. He's a good, great kid. And as soon as they asked if they could put him on, it was a no-brainer. And he's fighting that Badr Karami. Now, if you look at Badr's record, the kids he should be losing against, he's actually beating. And the ones he should be beating, he's losing. So you don't know which guy's going to turn up on the night. That, again, will be another proper barnstormer of a fight, that.
Yeah, that's going to be fireworks, that one.
100%, mate. Looking forward to that one.
There's most of the fights I reckon could steal the show. There's lots of show stealers on the card.
Yeah, listen, you look at the card, and apart from the main event, you could probably see, all journeymen in the away corner. But these are all journeymen that, on their day, when they can come and have a go, can cause an upset. And I don't have a conversation with any of these boxers about doing, coming to play the game or doing. Looking forward to them all having a go.
Hmm. And you've also got Daniel Francis who's 3-0. It's 6 rounds in the welterweight division. Dan Francis v Nathan Darby, who's making his debut, I do believe.
Yes, Nathan Darby. He's actually managed by, I believe he's managed by Junior Witter, the ex-professional boxer himself. So, yeah, coming down to make his debut. Dan Francis, we're building up nicely, just going into a first 6-rounder. I'd like to see a big year for Dan. By the end of the year, we probably want to be pushing somewhere towards Southern area if we can.
Hmm. And of course, Nathan making his debut. We don't really know what to expect from a debutant, do we?
No, mate, no, it's the unknown, if you like. But listen, I believe Dan's got everything it takes to beat anyone that's put in front of him. So we got a lot of confidence in Dan going into this.
Is he signed with you?
Dan is currently signed with Ryan Barrett as the manager, but we're looking to work with Dan going forward and Ryan to see where we can take him.
Bomber Brown fighting Phil Williams.
Bomber Brown, yeah, Queensbury boxer, so he's coming off a stoppage win. We had the phone call asking if we could put Bomber on. Listen, we love working with Queensbury. Obviously it's attached with Warren Boxing Management and stuff like that. So it was a no-brainer. Stick him on. Why not? Everyone loves a heavyweight fight too, right? So, and we know Phil. Phil's Swindon lad, based in our gym here in Swindon. So, had a very easy match to make. Obviously, working with Steve Goodwin as well.
I mean, I think Phil's got a rematch as well. Not on your show, but on I think it's a top tier show. He's got a rematch with Darren Seeley, who he beat in March last year.
That's it, yeah. And you know what? Phil's really looking forward to that, actually. I spoke to him here in the gym, and he's seen Darren Seeley's out sparring with Ngannou at the minute. Or was he out with Ngannou now, out of Usyk, sorry?
No, and now he's sparring with Usyk.
Yeah, out with Usyk. So, listen, if that just gives Phil more energy, he's buzzing for this fight to think that guy's out there sparring Usyk. And Phil said the only man to ever beat him was him. So he's really looking forward to it. I think Phil's going to go and try and get the win again.
Do you think he'll try and get an upset here? Because, of course, Bomber Brown, who's signed with Queensbury as well.
Yeah, listen, like I said before, I don't tell these guys that, they're there to box. They're there to have a go, and any prospect coming up should be able to deal with these guys. So, yeah, I've spoke with Phil, and I know Phil's going to come and have a go. So we'll see what happens.
And another good fight in how do you say his name? Fayek, is it?
Fayek.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fayek, he's going out for, 6th time. He only started, when was it? Middle of last year, early last year. So he's really pushing on with his career. So he's, going into a 6-rounder as well.
Is it
Um,
good to get him on your show since last time his fight fell through, but he did fight in December? And is it good to get him back on your show? Of course, he's fighting Elsia Kaweza, who did fight Jimmy Lee on your, not your last show, but the show before in November.
yeah, it's always good to have Fayek on the show. You know, Fayek's promoter's dream, as they say. He sells well, and he's a good little boxer as well. But you know, his opponent take nothing away from him, whilst he's still got a winning record. You know, in his last few fights, he's fought Shabir Hadri, massive prospect, box on all our shows. You know, and he's got a bright future. Jimmy Lee, Marley Mason, some good kids on there. So for Fayek to beat him, then yeah, add his name to that list.
Mm-hmm. And of course you've got Casey Kadimi v Jackson Chalk for the IBO world title. I mean, before we get into the fight itself, talk about having a world title on your show.
Mate, it's massive for us. You know, I've been doing this job just over 2 years now. Obviously, Mark's been doing it a lot longer. To sit back and think that, you know, we'd be saying that we got a world title on one of our shows, it's mad for us, mate. It's like a pinch me moment, but it's happening, and we're buzzing. We really are. Like, as a team, we're working with WBM. We're really looking forward to this one.
Of course, Casey's coming off 2 knockout wins, and of course Jackson is big over in South Africa coming down. Of course, he's the more experienced of the two, and they're both big hitters, and it's just an interest that it's good. It's a good, great fight to have on the show. And seen an interview with Jackson, I think it was the other day, and he said he'll stop Casey. So it's going to be an intriguing one, isn't it?
Look, this is a massive fight. Obviously, Casey, after the disappointment of the draws back with them with the British and Commonwealth, he then went on to get the 2 KO wins. Now he takes on Jackson Chalk, which I believe is his toughest fight to date.
Mm.
Jackson's only ever lost 2. He's never been stopped, but out of his 23 wins, he's knocked 15 of them out. So it is proper 50-50 fight, this. And I've not seen the interview you've seen, but, you know, hearing that, I hope they do both turn up on the night. You know, I believe Casey's got everything it takes to win. You support Casey all the way through, and there will be a new world champion on the night, and I'm sure it'll be Casey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because even though since that Ejaz fight, he's built his career back. You guys have helped him, and WBM have helped him rebuild his career. Of course, coming off a good win over. Well, he beat Ben Norman, I think it was in July, and then he beat Samir Bezenga, is it something like that?
Yeah,
And yeah, 2 great knockouts. But this one, yeah, it's a great fight.
yeah. Listen, Casey, you know, managed by WBM, but he's very much in the driving seat of his own career. He tells us what he wants, and then between us and WBM, we make it work. So credit to him. He's wanted to, you know, jump straight back in the deep end after all that disappointment, and look where it's got him. 3 fights later, he's now fighting for a world title. I think he'd become the first Afghan to win a world title. You
Mm.
know, and the story is just incredible, the way he got into the country and stuff like that. So for him to win this world
The
title,
history.
everything. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And it's a, you know, story that could be told time and time again.
Mm-hmm. And is the show getting streamed anywhere or?
It is being streamed. I cannot say anything on the streaming yet. I believe Wednesday there should be an announcement on the streaming platform, but it will be streamed, yes.
Good stuff. And talk like I know you said you can't announce it, but talk about the matter of fact that your show's getting streamed again.
Yeah, so listen, when last year we had the Box Nation show, which was a massive step for us.
Was
And
that the year before?
it might have been the year before, yeah.
What, the Sexton fight?
Yes, mate, yeah.
I think that was 22, was it?
There we go. So, you know, 2 years nearly since we last had one televised, and we've been talking time and time again about stepping into streaming. We see a lot of other promoters doing it, but obviously trying to sort out in the background the benefits, the pros, the cons. If this comes off and it works well for everyone, I think you'll see a lot more Neilson boxing shows being streamed this year. So
Mhm.
we're really looking forward to it, and obviously we're doing every we can to make sure it goes as smoothly as possible.
Mm-hmm. And before I let you go, talk about I think it was Elizabeth who won. Was it the WBC silver
Yeah,
in
listen,
Jan?
Elizabeth Ashoba is putting all the featherweights in the world on notice. She took the fight on 2 weeks' notice. Credit to Lee Eaton for getting the fight over the line. She took the fight on 2 weeks' notice. Didn't really have much time to train properly. It was more about getting down to the weight. She enjoyed Christmas. There wasn't a fight penciled in or anything like that. And she went to Denmark, a country she'd never been to before. We were sat round having dinner and it started snowing in Denmark. And we said, look, Elizabeth, when was the last time you saw snow? That was the first time she saw snow, for goodness sake. So she's gone to a different country, experiencing everything for the first time. And you know what? Outstanding performance, outstanding performance. And WBC silver now. I think someone said it puts her in the top 3 with the WBC. So we'll be looking for them big fights next as a team between us, Prosperity and Lee Eaton. We'll be sat down soon, planning out what's next for her. But I'm telling you now, all the featherweights need to take note of her. 7-0, 4 KOs. She's coming.
And before I let you go, just talk about how many shows are you trying to have this year?
Listen, we never cap it. We never cap it because we don't want to miss out on an opportunity. We've got 12 planned this year, but I know we're in meetings on Friday to potentially discuss another 1 or 2 more. So, there is no cap, but in a minute, we've got a solid 12 dates for this year.
And from me, Cole, thank you for your time, and I'll see you on Saturday.
Mate, thank you as always, and I'll catch up with you Saturday, buddy.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Bye-bye.